communities and all that, and getting it right to the top. Who will make that difference, then we have a brighter future.
All right.
All is well with this nation. The harvest is plenty. The harvest is plenty.
The laborers are few. All right.
We are very, very few. We are still gullible. We are not ready to pay the price.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. What a summary. That was, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Hello, welcome. Sorry I lost you. You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. We're talking about a future. If you sit down, handsome. Oh, well, move my purse. Hi, the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. The volume of your radio set. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. The future.
Well done. My name is Pelayo.
Thank you very much.
I think I see a future for Nigeria.
Hallelujah.
But then that future, we have to fight for it.
Oh, really? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, the leaders in position now are not doing anything. They don't have any plans for us. And I think we, the youth and others, should plan to take over leadership. If I get my PVC,
okay,
you get your PVC, my other neighbors get his PVC.
Yeah.
And we get people that are ready to serve.
So let me ask you then, real quick. Let's assume, for example, there is some guy that people are saying is a good guy. Wait, this I think is the Ogun State governor. There's this slender, cute-looking man, tall. Is he Ogun State governor?
Yes.
What's that man's name? I kind of like him. Yeah, good. So this is an example, okay? I don't even think he has a presidential aspiration. So there's this guy on Twitter. I see his work, and he looks like someone who's not power drunk, nor does he have an ego problem. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong. So let's assume Seyi Makinde, for example, says he wants to run for presidency. He's Yoruba, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm Yoruba, you're Igbo, or maybe I'm Yoruba, you're Calabar. What's going to happen?
I don't have a problem with any tribe trying to be my president. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a problem with a mediocrat. Somebody is not ready to lead me.
Because, your troubles are not tribalistic. Trouble comes at you with a terrible force. So you can't be choosing tribe when it comes to the politics of who's going to set the country free.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Thank you.
I'm not against any tribe being my president. I'm against an individual who is not ready to serve.
Oh, yeah.
That is what we'll fight against.
So in the absence of that, in the absence of that, we're dancing in the dark, and we could run into stones and spears, ghosts and demons, or whatever else is in the dark. Well, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. Dipo. So Nigeria Info, let's take a moment. Our troubles, it's obvious that we have too many of them. And Nigeria Info wants to give away money. That's really where we are right now. So how about we leave the Nigerian problem a little bit? Let's see whether we can win some Nigeria Info money. And then we'll come right back to the Nigerian problems. Like it's always there. It's like that is Nigeria's problem is like, I think Nigeria's problems. So I've heard of exorcism where, say, in the Catholic faith, a person is possessed of a demon, and then you take them to the priest, and the priest would sprinkle holy water and pray to the Father, and you do that hard enough, and the demon has to run because the fire is intense, in the name of Jesus, and the demon is out. Yeah? Nigeria's problem is worse. Nigeria's problem. So I think maybe what Nigeria's problem, how I can categorize it, Nigeria's problem is like one demon that found somewhere to thrive. Like, wow, man, this is first class. Then the demon goes and then calls his brothers. So this is, that's really what this is right now. Where, like, they're just demons. Every chair is occupied with one ugly thing. The problems just stack up. And someone says, pray. Honey, you're 61. Something didn't work. Either your prayer point, or you didn't pray hard enough, or you've been messing around. Now you're 61. And life, so there's the calendar of things. So say the sequence of things is there's a time to be born, a time to die. If you're 61, well, there's a time to die. You're 61. I don't know the prayer. Look, I know the prayer works. I pray, and it works for me. So you're getting a first-hand account of prayer working. But this demon occupation, something else needs to come into the equation. I mean, Jesus said to Peter, was it Peter? Well, no, it wasn't Peter. Somebody said to Jesus, you just prayed and this demon left. And then Jesus says to him, well, in some cases you have to fast to get the demon out. Happy Independence, Nigeria. You're 61. Welcome to the show. In the studio, I have my able-bodied, good-looking, tall, dark, handsome digital. What are you now?
Digital producer.
Forgive me. I don't remember everything.
You're forgiven.
Digital producer. His name is Dikko. Dikko, how you doing, man?
Fine, doing well.
Dikko, what's your surname? I don't know your surname.
Dikko Mowari.
Yeah. Hi, Dad. What's up?
Mom now. It will be mom now.
Is it mom?
Not
Oh,
dad.
hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Dikko, what's happening?
Yeah. So as we all know, we've been talking about it since 2-3 days now.
Yeah.
Since October 1st. You know, yes, Nigeria is 61, but that's not what we're celebrating right now.
Yeah.
We're celebrating Nigeria Info at 10.
Absolutely.
And so what we'll be doing for the next 30 days through the month of October is
26 days, exactly.
Okay, yeah. The remaining 26 days in October. Thank you very much. Is that we'll be giving out, as you said, we'll be giving out prizes and we'll be giving out 10,000 naira, you know, across each of the shows.
That's
so
beautiful.
yeah, so it's time to
Win
get your
some money?
time to
Nice.
win some money.
What do we do?
And so today what we have for Sunnyside is a treasure hunt.
Oh, okay.
It's a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
So anybody who is listening now, what you need to do to be part of it is you need to go on any of the app stores and download the Nigeria Info app.
Okay.
Now you look for a picture. The treasure you're looking for today is a picture of Joyce. Yeah.
Really?
It's your picture. Yeah.
Oh, so how's it? Okay. Go ahead.
So it's a picture of Joyce and she's signaling 10 for the 10 years that Nigeria Info is celebrating. Joyce probably doesn't even remember when she snapped the picture.
Yeah. I'm thinking like what?
Or you are thinking,
Oh.
why did I even do that at some point?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Is it gonna be hard to find? I didn't
Yeah,
see it when I went there.
Yeah, it will be hard to find. That's the idea. It's a treasure, so you're supposed to search.
Oh,
So
yeah, an ultimate set.
yeah, exactly. So you can download the Nigeria Info app on any of the Play stores.
So Google
Yeah,
Store.
Google Store, the iOS stores.
iOS
you can
Store.
see it there, and then
Okay.
you search any of the categories. There are so many. We have our news pages, we have our podcast pages, we also have talk pages where we upload all of the content that we churn out here. So search any of those pages. There's a picture of her there
There's of
signaling.
me. I took a picture and I was signaling 10.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and it's not
Exactly.
so hard.
So it's
but-
simple. So just click on it. It will take you to a link. Please make sure that you enter in your details correctly.
Oh.
Make sure you enter in your details correctly. And the treasure is going to be up for the next 30 minutes. So and it's fastest finger.
In the next 30 minutes.
Yes. Next 30 minutes. So fastest finger. It's
well-
up right now.
I wish the older folks would win this one because I feel like some young guy listens to Nigerian Info will just, But then I hope,
quickly.
then again, it also depends on your internet speed.
Yeah, true. And then on some days it will not always be treasure hunt. On some days it will be questions. So the older people or those who don't feel comfortable using the app.
Yeah,
can always
answer questions. So I
Exactly.
promise to make it exclusive. I think I'll target like older folks and see what they're able to do on the show.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
let's not do 30 minutes because these young guys are desperate, man. The younger guys are good.
Let's do 30 minutes because
Really?
because the last one we hit actually, the one for What's Up Lagos is still up. No one has found it.
Really?
Exactly. No one has found that one. So you
Oh.
can actually still find that one and then find one for Joyce. So you might just be lucky.
But you can't
twice
win on
lucky.
both shows.
Yeah, you can win on
You
both
can't
shows.
win on both shows.
Yeah.
So honestly, if you find the techers,
Mm-hmm.
don't find mine. Let someone else find it. No, because I think
True.
you spoil it for everybody else. So
True.
don't find mine. I mean, that would be just win on the techer one, and then give someone else a chance to win on the sunny side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dick Boy is gonna go keep a bird's eye view on. You know who?
Yeah.
How do you know who's found it?
I will know who has found it because we have a back end where I monitor what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So I see who is the first person that actually finds it and enters their details correct. Please make sure you enter your phone number and your email address correctly.
Okay.
Because we'll be reaching out to you. If we are unable to reach out to you immediately, we'll have to get to the next person. So make sure
I
you don't
see.
make a mistake. And then also I want to give a clue for the takers one because it felt as if it's too hard. No
Okay.
one got it. So
Okay.
it's on the listen again segment of the app.
Okay, that's a
the
clue. Listen again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not where Joyce is. Just just another something to make it easy to.
Okay, so if you're still searching for the tech, so basically this is like two opportunities still hanging in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
So either you find the Tekka one or you find the Joyce one.
Exactly.
So Big Brother Dikbo is going to be watching.
Yes, from the back end.
So Dikbo is going to come back. Are we announcing the winner today?
Yes, we're announcing the winner.
So
today.
in another 25 minutes we should have a winner.
Yes.
So
we
Dikbo
will.
is going to come back about a few minutes past to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock to share that.
Yes.
All right, D. Thank
Okay.
you very much, man.
Thank you, Joyce.
So Lagos, Nigeria, you're looking for a picture where I signaled 10 on the Nigeria Info web. No, download the app.
Yeah,
Google. That's if you don't have it already. So the Google Play Store or the
iOS.
No, is it
Store.
called?
Is it not called iOS?
No, it's not.
I use an Android.
App Store.
Oh, App Store. Okay, I use Android.
We
so-
don't hate you, sir. Well, thank you. So good luck, my friends. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, so I would love to segue into another topic, and it's for that reason I think we can do 2 more contributions and then we segue into something else. All right, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show. Hi, sorry I lost you. Welcome. So while you're trying to call in to contribute on the topic, you're probably also treasure hunting, downloading the Nigeria Info app. Yep, and then good luck with searching me out. Welcome to the show. Hi, sorry I lost you. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side, the future. I'll take 2 more calls and then, of course, we're going to something else. Hi.
Yeah, just please permit me to use 1 minute to explain what I mean about name.
We know what you
Whenever
mean.
somebody is sick,
We know what
all
you
you're gonna
mean.
do
You've
is to
said
go
it.
to hospital.
Pardon me. We know what you mean. You've said it so many times. We can repeat it. The things that you say. We know what you mean.
Sorry?
We know what you mean because you've said it. That's your philosophy, and every time you call, that's practically the only thing you say.
I want because you want to be well. Want to be well, you know that you must implement your own name. You must start from house to be better before you come outside. If you implement your name, you all right. And when you repair your name, you repair part of Nigeria anywhere you are. So that's what I mean. That name teaches freedom. If you think you use rich to get out of the world, it's a lie. You get in Alpha. The power of life is in the name. If you don't go to name, you can never get anything right. If you use your name to judge this life, you will find out that everything is better for this world. There's no problem in the world. So that's what I mean.
I mean, I disagree, but it's okay. I really disagree, but that's all right. Thank you very much for calling. I think the power is somewhere else. It's deeper than the name. If you dream, you know what I mean. At least you have an idea what I mean. But there's power somewhere else. I mean, your name is good. I think your name is like a portal, but the power is somewhere else. So it seems as though you have to go to where the power is. I mean, there's a reason people go to the water gods for energy, man. Come on now. There's a reason people go to the dark. People go to the belly of hell for power. So it's deeper than the name. The power lies somewhere, and a man would have to be unafraid of madness to go. I think that's the storyline. Pinocchio, the guy with the long nose? Survive the dragon, something like that. Yeah. All right. 99.3 Nigeria Info. The sunny side, the future. The future, if you see it. I also think the Nigerian future is like maybe something like a treasure hunt of some sort. It's like we have to search it out. Bring it out. Hello, Nigeria Info. Welcome.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
I'm Grace calling.
Welcome, Grace. What is the grace of this nation?
The topic I don't want to speak particularly.
Okay.
I don't see any future in this country.
Well, that was the
No
question.
future whatsoever. Because I was born in the mid-70s. So growing to know how a bit better this country was and how all of us passed through. Today to be better than even yesterday. Today is worse than yesterday. So I'm not even seeing any future at all. So I'm not even blaming on individual because if the top is good, if the father that owns the house is showing a good example, everybody will emulate. If the father or the mother is not laying good example for the children, what kind of children is the father or the mother bringing up? So this is just the situation of Nigeria. Thank you.
That was rather simplified. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. To be honest with you, I think quite a number of people would like to speak either because they are frustrated or because they think that they thoroughly, connect with the topic that it doesn't quite appear that my phone lines will stop ringing. Hello. Hi. The volume of your radio set. That's me trying not to be frustrated, Like, that's me just, like, trying not to yell. Reverse technique.
The woman.
Pardon? You're a woman?
The woman is in the kitchen and is cooking. And after finishing cooking, he left all his dishes dirty. And he left. And after a while, he came back to go to the same kitchen to prepare same dirty dishes. So what will happen?
Nah,
So
I've heard more parables on this show today.
That is what happened to Nigeria. If we want to make everybody the future for Nigeria, everybody, starting from the youth to the old, everybody has to purge. We have to clean ourselves first in our house, individually, before we talk of coming to clean. Even the next election, we don't even know who and who, because what? It's always been corrupted.
So you're thinking everybody should wash their plates? You think everybody should wash their plates as against leaving the plate for one person to wash? Look, if you're going to give me a parable, you have to really make it easy for me. Hello. Hello. What's your name? Welcome, Marshall. Speak closer. The dancing in the wind. Hello.
Okay, so you earlier asked, Nigerian problem is basically linked to the leaders. Because if there's hello, can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So if there's a system set in place, definitely the followership will work perfectly. You cannot go to a man's land or a man's home and then you move to somebody's land or into someone's home. They have to let down procedure that the owners has put in place. So Nigeria with a structured system, politically and otherwise, even in educational sector, there's no structured system.
Yeah, so we know the nightmare because we've lived it 61 years, but is there a way out? Like, is there a future? Is there something you see? A light at the end of the tunnel?
Until everybody comes to a round table to discuss a way forward, I think we'll continue to lament individually or in a group without the people in authority making any reasonable actions to solving the problem, because the system only favors them. He or she is benefiting from. So the system, how the Nigerian system is structured, it favors some people, and the people that are being favored are people who are supposed to make necessary laws to be able to alter and make it work in the right direction. So as long as it's favoring them...
So basically, you're saying that as a citizen, you're practically waiting on the government to wake up and take up responsibility of the office?
Not necessarily that, because if you want to take the responsibility now, definitely you are going to go into violence. We have been discussing, we have been talking about it. They have listened to it. We criticize them everywhere. They have listened to it, but what can you do? If they are not willing to make the necessary actions, the only thing the citizen can do is either to protest or to go into violence, and that is what any nation wouldn't want to see.
Yeah.
So we, the citizen, we are waiting for necessary laws to be
so that was a question I asked you, which you didn't necessarily give me a straightforward answer. So you're waiting on the government to do something, and until they do it, this is the life. This is the reality.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for calling. Final call, and I promise we'll have to segue into something else. Nigeria Info, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Oge.
Welcome, Oge. Did you call earlier?
Yeah, we're talking, then the line went off.
Okay.
We went on break.
Okay, real quick, go ahead.
Now, Joyce, do you know the ease of doing business in Nigeria is very difficult?
Oh,
do you
absolutely.
know that?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I know that.
Now, the SME Africa, the people you always call in, the last person that spoke on your show. Now, the price of the things she sells, you're asking if it's even affordable.
Yeah.
I bet you those things are not even affordable. It's not for everyday Nigerians to even go to buy.
Yeah.
So, see, it's actually not easy. People are just striving. We want to do something. But the opportunities, the things that you need to make those things happen are not there.
So you're also supporting the Nigerian who says he's in his 60s and that generation is a lost generation, a wasted generation.
Wasted. And I hope it doesn't get to 80 or 100.
No, that's not the worst part. The worst part is that we have younger people who are 20, 25, 30. And if the 60-year-old said, well, we've lived 60 years and that's a waste, then you look back at what's behind you and then you realize, what hope is there?
So there's really no hope, Joyce.
Oh.
For even the younger, even myself, I work every day, nothing to show for it. I'm just looking for the next exit. There's a guy that calls in here, one Chris that calls Samuel Duffy. Do you know that his children and wife are not in Nigeria? Do you know that? They're in Ghana, enjoying, going to the best schools.
Well, yeah, he's told us the story on radio.
He said it now.
He told us the story that he sent his kids to Ghana.
Mm-hmm. That he will call in here and say, we Nigerians would like to lament a lot. Or we would like to do this. Or we would like to do that. Meanwhile, your children and your wife are out there enjoying the good of the other land. Then here you feel that everything is okay for you. So we that we are here struggling to see that, okay, if things are going to be better, you are here fighting us. It's not to say, you people are really trying. We just hope that things just get better. Let the leaders do the right thing. Let there be light. Let there be good. Everybody will work. We are not lazy. Okay. We just want to do something. Just give us a good opportunity. Give us light. Give us the basic things that we need. We will work. I myself, I wake up every morning, every day.
It beats me. It beats me how you practically shot a stray bullet to Chris. Like, wherever he is right now, he probably can't believe it.
Because I hear him talk every day. I don't have the opportunity to always call in to talk about it or to counter it.
Okay.
I hear him calling every day. And it pains my heart because your children are not even here. And you're always calling in to insult us or to make us...
No, he doesn't insult you. No, he doesn't do that.
He make it look like...
His reality is a little different because if he had a child whom he thought, she has no future, he probably would be frustrated. But given that his child or his children are in a different country, he kind of speaks from a different perspective. And you can't blame him for that.
Well...
It's like if you were a rich man's daughter, we couldn't blame you for the way you saw the world.
Of course.
Yeah, we couldn't blame
they see it in different perspectives. Now, me, who is facing the reality, sending my child to school, I know what we suffer every day to make sure our children go at least a school that is even a little bit better. Not even the highbrow ones. Just a little bit that your child can even at least understand good English and understand the good things of life, one or two things.
All right,
not
so
the high ones.
It's a future where you're hoping for the light.
Morning,
all right.
And I come back late at night. What does my country give me? Nothing. Joyce, please, I don't see any future. I'm looking for the next exit anyways.
No. Sounds like you're going to even take a taxi ride out of here. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're about a minute away from a commercial break. So 1 minute, and I hope the final caller, one more, really. And I've really tried to entertain as many opinions as possible. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. You have a minute.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Your name? Go ahead. 1 minute. You'll be lucky if you had 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Yes, the future, what do you say about the future of this country? My sister, the truth is this. If you see what the agitation over VAT and this, I believe there are still group of people in this country that will do everything, that will not do everything to make sure even coming up for dialogue, sitting on a round table to dialogue the way forward, we not agree because of what they believe will happen to them.
30 seconds.
So I believe the future is at least there's an agitation. Listen to this group, man. At least that's just the future I just see.
Okay.
When we believe,
a future where everybody is taken into consideration. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's possible. That's
really
possible.
I said the truth.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're off on a break. You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. We'll be right back.
Station with Carla. We talk physical and spiritual health and so much more.
Generally on social media, people only share the best things that happen to them. People who follow start to feel unhappy with their own lives as they are constantly and sometimes unconsciously comparing their lives to that person who might have been actually even faking whatever it is they're posting.
Hi, this is Carla. Join me every Thursday at 2:30 p.m.
Tune in every Thursday, 2:30 to 3 p.m. for a common sense approach to healthy living.
Cut down on the social media and news consumption and see what happens to you and ask yourself, what will you do with your 2 extra hours a day?
Right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. In commemoration of the International Girl Child Day 2021, FINA Multimedia Concepts presents the Win Her Conference 2021. Theme: Activating women's sports at the grassroots. Speakers include Queen Lizzie, Chisom Ezeoke, Liz Okogu, and Hajia Zainab Saleh. Date: 11th of October 2021. Venue: Terra Culture. Time: 10 a.m. prompt. This event is powered by First Bank, supported by Kowa Zobia Info, Femi and the Gang, Minimi, Nasco, Wilson's Lemonade, and Hegai Football. Would you like to win some money? Of course you do. Who doesn't like a win? Well, guess what? Your number one talk station, 99.3 Nigeria Info, will be giving out 100,000 naira daily for the next 30 days. What do you have to do to win? Well, I guess you're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Every day for the next couple of days, 100,000 naira will be giving out on the station. Stay tuned to find out how to win. Don't say we never did anything for you.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce. We're radioactive. It's a very beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon. So while you're thinking about Nigeria and everything that's not working well, there's something happening in the world, and I thought to bring it to your knowing and allow you to speak on it. Let's see whether you're aware, whether you agree, whether you disagree. All right, so I have mentioned this in passing. Welcome if you have just tuned in. You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. We segue into another topic. It's about social media censorship. I hope we have enough time to necessarily penetrate it, but I think you're pretty much already aware. It's practically what you can say happened with, for example, the Lekki toll gate situation. So let me see whether I can quickly recap it. The Lekki toll, people were at the gate on a certain night, 20th October 2020, and then by 7 p.m. the lights went out. Yeah. And people who had phones brought out their phones to record stuff. What was recorded was put up on social media. And then we woke up the next day and then a debate started. We were told first that the photos were doctored. First it was like the military said, well, we're not there. And then later we're told, well, those pictures are doctored. You know, they were photoshopped. And it kind of dwindled into what became like a narrowing down to what the truth is, narrowing down to the bottom of the truth. And then from revelations, it became, well, yes, we were there. And yes, we shot, but we didn't quite shoot bullets. It was blanks. But what you can say you take away from that is, to some degree, it looked as though any information that did not quite align with the major narrative faced a kind of backlash. Yeah, any information that did not follow popular narrative, faced a backlash of some sort. Yeah? Okay. Something else that I also think mentioning is Donald Trump was judged by his character on Twitter. And Twitter banned him. And you see, you might not like Donald Trump, but there's something that's happening with the media, which is if your, say, opinion or position is not mainstream, you could get blocked. I, for one, I've posted some things on Twitter, on Instagram, and Instagram has sent me messages. In fact, I'm going to read for you one of the videos. So because it's in French, it's translated. I'm going to read the translation to share with you what Instagram blocked. It's a video from Lush Montagna, and he is the guy who won Nobel Prize for discovering the HIV virus. He gave an opinion on COVID vaccination, and I posted it, and Instagram blocked it. In fact, they said false information. So his videos are off YouTube, so you can only find his video on one particular I found on two websites, actually. On websites, yeah, you find it on the pages of website. It's no longer on mainstream. So when we come back, we'll talk about that. I want to share with you what can be now called social media censorship and find out whether you agree with it or not. In the meantime, we're off on a break to bring you the headlines. Don't go anywhere. 99.3, we're Nigeria Info.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We ask that you pardon us for that. It's 2 p.m. Here's the news. My name is Wemimo Adewuni. Resident doctors in Nigeria have suspended their 64-day strike, which began on August 2nd, 2021. 4 hours, but 74 new infections were recorded during the period under review. Governors of the 6 states of the South-South geopolitical zone are currently in a meeting at the River State Government House, Port Harcourt. And no less than 10 Nigerian politicians have been implicated in the Pandora Papers, which was leaked on Sunday, which also featured at least 8 African countries. 2 soldiers have been killed, while several others were injured in an attack on Kagara local government area of Niger State. And the chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Muhammad Buba Marwa, has reiterated his call to make subjecting intending couples to a drug test before marriage. Nigeria Info's Sandra Zakwasili has been named as one of the 25 most powerful women in Nigerian journalism for 2021 by the group Women in Journalism Africa. And finally, Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has just been sworn in for another 5-year term after his party won the elections in June 2020. I'm back at 3 with more news. My name is Wemimo Adewuni.
Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
We're back. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Okay, let's get right into it. Welcome to the sunny side. My name's Joyce. So, well, except you understand French, you're going to have to allow me do the honors of translating in your hearing. I'm going to try to make the interruptions as minimal as possible. So this is Nobel Prize winner, whose video, yes, taken down by Instagram. It's off YouTube as well. And he gave... And so what's funny is he didn't say don't get vaccinated. He's saying, well, as someone who is in the field of medicine, these are just concerns. So don't take my word for it. Let's just get into it. He says, and I quote, "If we look at the curve from the WHO since the vaccination started..." No, I think this is the interviewer asking him the question. So I begin. So please pardon whatever background interruptions you might hear. It's in French. I'm going to just try to read what's translated. "If we look at the curve of the WHO since the vaccination started in January, the curve shows new infections, contamination has exploded, along with deaths, notably among young people." He says, yes, with thrombosis, the mass vaccination program, mass vaccination compared to treatments. That's the interviewer asking him. And he says, it's an enormous mistake. Then the viewer said, isn't it? He goes further. A scientific error as well as a medical error, he says. It is an unacceptable mistake. The history books show that because it is the vaccination that is creating the variants. For the China virus, there are antibodies created by the vaccine. What does the virus do? Does it die or does it find another solution, he adds. He says the new variants are a production and result from the vaccination. You see it in each country, it's the same. The curve of the vaccination is followed by the curve of deaths. I'm following this closely and I'm doing experiments about the institute. Pardon me. I'm following this closely and I'm doing experiments at the institutes with patients. Who become sick with corona after being vaccinated. I will show you that they are creating the variants that are resistant to the vaccine. He's asked, should we be vaccinating during a pandemic? He responds, it's unthinkable. They're silent. Many people know this. Epidemiologists know it. It is the antibodies produced by the virus that enable an infection to become stronger. It's what we call antibody-dependent enhancement, which means antibodies favor a certain infection. The antibody attaches to the virus from the moment that it has the receptors. The antibodies, we have them in the macrophage and so on. It pokes the virus. By the way, the macrophage is a cell. All right, moving on. He says it's in the virus and not accidentally, but because of the fact that they are linked to the antibodies. It is clear that the new variants are created by antibody-mediated selection due to the vaccination. Okay, so I think that's the video that Instagram, I posted up on Instagram, and Instagram said practically they stabbed it with the tag false information. Okay, so the other video I posted, he had two different interviews, so I took excerpts from each, and the second video is allowed. The first video isn't allowed. So he didn't say don't take it, he's just raising concerns. This is a Nobel Prize winner. Yeah, the one who discovered the HIV. So here is what social media is doing right now. It's for time that I'm not going to share with you the second one because I want to open up the telephone line. So here's what's happening on social media. Recently, YouTube bans every video that says anything against vaccination on their platform. So if you are against vaccination or you do a video, well, YouTube would no longer host your opinion. Yep. And that's because, according to the Government Research Institute of America, they're saying that resistance to vaccination has become one of top 10 threats to global public health, which sounds like an enormous thing to be responsible for. Now, some people are not saying that they will not get vaccinated. They're just not sure just yet. Countries are imposing vaccinations and saying, well, it has to be mandatory. And many people have started off the implementation of mandatory vaccination. For example, in France, 600 workers 3,000 workers suspended because they wouldn't get vaccinated in France. Imagine suspending 3,000 health workers. I remember Al Jazeera reported a story of a health worker who resigned because she was forced or was compelled or told that, look, you have to do this. In America, it's going, but also facing resistance with lawsuits flying back and forth from doctors and nurses against the government choosing to make vaccination mandatory. All right, so of course the chat or the gist is about vaccines, and the concern is mandatory vaccination. And now social media outlets are saying that if you say anything against, so here's what the problem is, that you might be a little undecided, and maybe you're the kind of person who thinks for themselves. You will no longer have the privilege to have a contrary view. So if you're one who would like to, and remember, by the way, Instagram is owned by Google, or vice versa. I don't know who owns who, but now there's a food chain where they practically just, the bigger guys own like the bigger platforms or the biggest platforms. Now it's saying that, well, you will no longer have the opportunity. You will just do what you're told. Over the weekend, I came by a quote by a philosopher probably from the 1400s, something like that. And I wish I captured it, but I'm going to try to paraphrase it. This is what he says, and I paraphrase, that there are going to be people who would like to think for you. He says, and you would like to allow them. So basically that, well, there are going to be people who would like to think for you, and you will like to allow them. So I think that's suggesting something, there's an implied message there, that somebody wants to do your thinking, and you think, well, they should do the thinking. There's a video that I'm going to play for you tomorrow, because I think we might be able to have this conversation again tomorrow, because we're kind of quite exhausted today. Is, a medical practitioner who gave a medical opinion as to how people have come to believe that doctors know it all, and as far as health goes, if your doctor says it, do it. But he says, even as a medical practitioner, it does quite show that sometimes we're wrong. But that's not the issue. Let's talk about social media censorship. Do you agree that if any information, and we're speaking specifically to anti-vaccine opinions, if any information is against anti-vaccination, do you say, well, yes, censor it. Let's only hear information about vaccines. Let me tell you something funny. Vector was here last 2 weeks. And one of the clips I posted, actually both clips I posted of his interview here in the studio, Instagram tagged the news. They sent me a message saying, well, you are speaking about COVID, so we're sending you a link to go and get more information. So here it is. I cannot go anywhere else but where Instagram tells me to go. So it's more like, don't think. We have done the thinking for you, and this is what we say. I found a guy somewhere. He said, when you want people to think, you don't instruct them. You give them intent. You share with them intent so that they can think. He says, but if you instruct them, then they don't have to think. They just have to follow instructions. So here, I think the world now, there's a growing contention against thinking freely and being thought for. And then you say, well, they're in the field of medicine. If they tell us anything, let's believe it. Well, let's find out whether you agree, because there are implications to this. So you might think, well, it's just vaccine, but there's certainly other things. You would have no other contrary opinion except what is popular. So I don't know what you like. I'm about to find out. 0700 993 993 993. Welcome to the brave new world. Aldous Huxley is rolling in his grave.
Activate. Activate. We are radio active on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
Welcome, people. 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. My name is Joyce, yes, and you on the sunny side. I honestly want to share with you the second video, the content of the second video, but I'll wait. This is a good head start. Let's begin because of time. Hi, welcome to the show.
Good day.
Good day. We're happy to have you. Welcome. What's your name?
Thank you very much for bringing me in. I have been on this line since more than 2 hours bringing you. Thank you very much.
Hello? Have I lost you? So that's not me. That's, sorry about the connection. Hello, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello?
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name? I do apologize. That's not me. That's the connection. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. What's your name?
Hello?
Hello, welcome to Sunny Side. Welcome. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Samuel.
Your name is what? Speak up.
Samuel.
Sam, speak up for us, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Well, like the other caller said.
Which caller?
Okay.
Nobody has spoken on the topic. Come on.
No, I'm talking about the previous topic. I've been calling you all along.
No, we're not there. I'm sorry, we left it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the future. Don't worry, we're going there. Hello, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Sorry, I lost you. Wow, I sincerely do apologize. I cannot quite explain what's happening. The sunny side, good afternoon. Hello? No, it's not good enough.
Can you hear me now?
That's good, thank you.
Yeah. See, Joyce, there's one thing I've learned about information.
What is it?
Independent information, especially that's against what it is.
Yeah.
Spread faster, and they tend to cause a bit of ruckus.
Yeah.
In the system. So I felt that is the reason why the social media and the websites, the major websites, decided to okay, you know what? You are not going to let you say something that is going to cause a bit of a ruckus.
Yeah.
Rather, let the people in the medical field who are qualified.
Yeah, we know that much. So what do you think? You're not allowed
and let them
Thanks. Tell us what you want. Go ahead. We know that already. Tell us what you want.
Oh well, it's hard. It's hard when you have a good information and you cannot post it out there. It's horrible.
So that's not no. Hold on a second. You just said that you can trust the medical practitioners to give you information, and so anything that is against that is censored off of social media. So is that what you're asking for? A world where you're only told what to do, and anything contrary or everything contrary is stopped?
Well, I'll answer your question with a bit of context. I don't want to clearly say yes or no.
I mean, you have to understand that pornography is free. No, pornography is not banned.
Yes.
Good. So, here are your choices here. Some things are free information and others are not. So let's talk about that. What do you want? You can't quite determine that real quick. Can you do that?
It's tough.
I mean, you don't know. So, yeah, at least you don't know. That's okay. Thank you very much for calling. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Well, that's a good way to start. He doesn't know. Turn up the volume of your radio set.
Hello, Joyce.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side. What's your name?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ikechukwu.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. If you remember very well, I think day before yesterday, one son of Rotimi Williams died of the same COVID-19, I guess. Don't know if you heard about the story.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you should check.
Okay,
check
it's all right.
Check.
Somebody died.
Yeah.
What when people die?
So what I'm trying to say is this. He was fully vaccinated from what I gathered.
Okay.
So vaccinating him does not stop the death.
Yeah.
After all. So I think the Nobel Prize winner was correct.
Okay. But I want you to think about the logic of stopping. And he's not the only person. Yes, tomorrow I'm going to play you another video. So these are people who have a contrary view, but social media now is choosing to ban their videos. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, because I think there is how will I put it? There is kind of they are trying to cover up some things that they don't want to bring out. They don't want people to know.
Is that what you
think? They don't want people to know the truth of the whole thing that is playing out. I think that is what is happening. That's why they are banning the videos on YouTube and other places.
Do you support censorship, media censorship of anything that can be tagged misinformation? And God knows
concerning
what that
the COVID.
I mean, at this point, it can be anything. Trump was blocked on Twitter, and it wasn't even COVID.
To an extent, yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Because at least so that you can at least separate the facts from fictions. You know what is real and what is not.
Do you know that pornography is not banned?
Sorry?
You know pornography is not banned. You're allowed pornography by choice.
Sure, yes. Yes,
yeah,
I do.
But you would let somebody not ban pornography, or say if it's not banned, but they should ban another type of information.
It should be a thing of choice. If you ban it, it doesn't.
But I just asked you whether you support social media censorship, and you said yes.
Yes, I do support it to a very large extent.
To a large extent. If you say a large extent, then what you're saying is that those who are banning COVID misinformation are correct, yes?
No, they are not.
No. You must choose. You don't have that liberty anymore.
At least what they are banning, they've not censored it to the extent of determining if it is not public friendly or something like that. They should determine
You're not being observatory. You're not observing the situation.
No.
You have to. You say yes or no. You don't have any middle ground. It's yes or no.
No, my own is that they should be careful what they are doing.
You're not listening to the conversation. Well, thank you very much for calling 99.3 Nigeria Info. I think something here is very funny. I think you assume that you have the power of choice. And then I'm asking you to choose, and then you want to dance in the middle. You want to hope that there's somewhere in between where you can have it and then not have it. No, it's yes or no. Well, let's see how this conversation goes. We can continue tomorrow. The sunny side, how are you? Sorry, I lost you. Welcome. It's the censorship of information. No, censorship of information, yes. But this time, it's censorship of what is now tagged as misinformation. So then you say, who determines what misinformation is? And then that's something I'm going to leave to you to decide. Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. Hello?
Hello, Joyce.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Benjamin. I call back.
Go ahead.
From Ikeja. Joyce, based on the topic on the ground, on the issue of the social media and the YouTube, you see, we are living, you see, in the scenario of Nigeria, it is a country where we describe it as a egalitarian society where everybody has expression of feelings and human rights. But it's unfortunate that we are all lost in it. We are not doing what is right, and we are believing that the country should be in the right form, and we are doing the wrong thing. If somebody feels like something is not right, and some people are in other side telling us that this is how it's going to be, and such things will not help us, because it's not everybody that will be a kind of subservient to such a.
So make a choice. What do you want? Yeah. So what would you prefer? A world where someone is doing your thinking, or somewhere where you can think for yourself and make a decision?
Yeah. What you see, like I said, freedom of expression. That is what we need.
No, wait. You didn't say anything. That was why I asked you the question. So what are you saying? Do you want freedom of information where you choose, or do you want someone to make a choice for you? It's a yes or a no.
Yes, we actually need freedom of information where we can express our mind, and we have somebody that will stand for us. That is what we want.
Thank you very
much. We don't need intimidation. So if
No, I'm sorry, I have to go to another caller. Thank you very much. The sunny side, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you. What's your name?
My name is David.
Welcome, David. Go ahead.
From Bishoriati.
Go ahead.
So the people say they have the ability to think for others. Their ability do not pass physical and the body. They don't know anything about spiritual.
Oh, no, don't do that. Wait, no, don't take us away from the conversation. This is a physical argument.
So, but if they are talking of a physical argument, they should at the same time realize that we have spiritual people in this world too.
Wait, so because you're going out of the conversation, I'm asking you a question. You're a man of free will, and I'm asking you to choose because someone is trying to choose for you. So what would you choose? A situation where you can do your own reading and thinking and choose what you want and what you don't, or a situation where someone has already done the thinking for you and then they're giving you instructions?
No, it's only God that can choose for me. No man can choose for me. If it pleases me. If it pleases me. So that's why I said, like the doctors now, the medical doctors, when they said somebody is clinically dead, it is the body that is discharged from the spirit.
All right.
The spirit still lives on. So
yeah.
I
feel you do not understand the argument, or you probably cannot argue on a more physical level. So I'm going to have to say thank you for calling, because I'm not getting anything out of this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And the reason is that this is a sociological argument. This is a debate about human freedoms and rights and what we have by way of choice. And I'm asking you whether you want someone else to make your choice for you, because now YouTube has said, well, if anything is against mainstream reporting, as far as COVID goes, we're going to censor it. We're going to ban your page. Instagram sent me a message that if I posted more videos, which in their opinion are misinformation as far as COVID goes, my Instagram page will be taken. I've told you this before. Now, how much do I care about the Instagram? 0. They can take it. I don't need it. But the problem is, I'm not even thinking for you. I'm saying, oh, by the way, this is what someone else is saying. And they're saying that just to have good enough curiosity is no longer permissible. That's the conversation. And I don't think you can speak on it in 1 minute because I have a break. So I'm going to go off on a short break. When I come back, maybe I can speak to one person before we have the guest in the studio on SME Africa. Otherwise, we'll continue tomorrow. This is 99.3. We're Nigeria Info. Don't go anywhere.
We're like gold diggers.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.